Hola my little berries, this is your Unfit Barbie and I'm going to show you everything I drink now and was drinking during my liquid stage, which was stage 1 for me. My stage 1 was literally for 2 weeks and this is the main thing that I drank. So literally depended on these sugar-free like packs. They go on like 16 ounces of water and it's so easy because I put them literally singles to go. I put them in my water bottle as I was walking my 30 minutes throughout the day, and now I still drink these when I'm tired of water. So I got that Skittles one and they're all 0 sugar. This was my favorite one, the lemon iced tea, the Weiler's Light. Literally get this at Dollar Tree for $1.25. I have this one in pink lemonade. And then look, another Skittles one. It's 0 sugar and it's the red one. And I had my Optimum Nutrition protein shake in rich vanilla. I kept it basic because vanilla to me is versatile. You can add anything, extracts like almond, vanilla, nutmeg, cinnamon, etc. And you could change up the flavor because after having bariatric surgery, one day you like something, the next day you don't. So I found it just easier for this to get this. And my specific clinic, I know everybody's different, but my clinic wanted us to actually have powder protein versus the pre-made one. I still drink this. And on the topic of protein, I also had this Isopure 0 carb protein. I would literally add this to my broths, to my jello, to my sugar-free drinks, just to have like that extra added protein. These were one of the main things that actually made me feel normal throughout the liquid stage. Like you see this one is chicken bone broth with 9 grams of protein, and this counts towards your liquid intake and this one towards your protein intake as well. And this one, I love the flavor of this one. It literally tasted like if I was actually eating beef soup. So good. Made me health strong through the liquid stage. I would have these at least like once or twice throughout the day so I can feel like, oh, I'm actually having a real food. But definitely got myself these in different flavors. I still use these now, but I cook my vegetables in it, or if I'm making soup, I add this along like to it. And any like vegetables, I like to puree them now. So let's say my carrots, my green beans, or any like spinach and stuff like that, I puree them and then I boil it in one of these. Delicious. Drink every night some decaf green tea. Now at first I was drinking decaf arnica tea because that helps with inflammation. So I've heard, I'm not a doctor, allegedly. I saw the BBL girlies was drinking it, so I was drinking them too. So I drank that, and then after I finished all 25 bags of those, I switched over to the green tea, and I would drink these every single night. I personally was drinking green tea before surgery. I just felt like it helped with my digestive system and everything else going on. So I sort of kept up with the habit, and I just like nice green tea to end my day, since I'm not having my coffee in the morning, you know. Next, I was having some jello. I was making these on my own. I was adding unflavored protein to these, and I would have out the 2-ounce multi-purpose cups with lids, and I'll prepare all my jellos in there and I'll just eat them, and I'll have them ready. I had them ready before surgery and afterwards too, to go. So this also helped me feel like I was actually having real food versus nothing. Because I know some people aren't cleared to have jello, but I was, just because my doctor just allowed it. I know it's not straight liquid, but they said that this would come down to basically a liquid form and it was easy to digest. So I was cleared on my first stage to have these. Now, on the list of sugar-free drinks, I also had this Gatorade Zero. So it has 0 sugar with 10 grams of protein. The box I bought from Amazon have fruit punch, glacier cherry, then glacier freeze. And this is the perfect example of how your taste changes after having bariatric surgery. At first, I hated this. I was okay with this. I loved this one. Then I fell in love with this one. I still hated this one, and I was okay with this one. Now I love this one. I'm okay with this one, and I don't necessarily hate it, but I practically hate it. So, I drink it to drink it, but it's not my favorite. But yeah, I'm having these. It's just, it'll help me with my hydration, especially if I felt like if I hadn't drunk enough water throughout the day, or if I was going to be having a busy, active day, I was going to be out running errands all day. I would definitely prepare this in a 16-ounce cup, and I'll be sipping on it on my whole time there. Of course, my 64-ounce water a day, regardless of the liquids and the jello and the broth that I was having every day, I would make sure I fill this up, because if I drank this as well, more water. Doctors, I could drink as much water as I want, just see what your doctor says. But I was able to drink all this water, not all the time. I'm just saying, if I was able to drink it, like, it was fine. But I like to fill it up at the end of the day to see, like, okay, so how am I doing on water intake? I still drink from this to this day. It's still full, so that means I gotta hurry up and drink some more. Let me take a sip now. Much better. So, just gotta make sure I drunk a lot of water. That was one of the main things that my doctor told me. Just drink water. It will help you heal. The water and the protein shake are gonna be your best friends for healing. So whenever I felt hungry, whenever I felt weak and like I needed something, I drank some water if I had a jello or broth already, But every 15 seconds, I put my timer and took a sip, literally. Another thing that I'd make during my liquid stage, and I still make them now, I need to make some actually. I'm going to do that now, is some protein popsicles. So I'd use the sugar-free drinks. I'll mix that with the non-flavored protein powder, and then I'll put them in these molds. And it'll make it easy taking like little sips, because the icy popsicle will melt little by little. So I wasn't quickly drinking my water, because that was my thing. Like, I was drinking water a little too quickly and I was scared. So I'll make these popsicles just so I would go a little bit slower, and it will feel so nice, like a nice little refreshing popsicle. And yeah, those are the things that I was drinking during my stage 1 liquid stage, and I am still currently doing to this day. Thanks for watching. Bye, y'all.